Hi guys, today's bracelet is a design by D-Man McHugh and it's called the Tyrannosaurus Rex bar, and it uses quite a bit of paracord, so if you want to wear and store a significant length, then this one might be an option for you. To make this one I'm using two pieces of paracord. One is a long piece and that is 420 centimeters or 165 inches, and the other piece is a shorter piece, and that piece is 90 centimeters or around about 3 feet. So you just want to start by finding the center of both of your pieces of paracord, and I'm going to start with the longer piece, and you just want to form a loop by taking one strand over the other, just to form a loop. And then I'm going to take my other piece and just tuck it down through that loop and to the back. And then reach behind and pull those two strands through that loop. And then you can just pull this tight, and then also adjust your loop at the top here. So adjust that top loop till it's about 1 centimeter, quite small, and tighten down these center strands. And then we can start our weaving process. This one is an easy weave, but it takes a little bit of time and finesse to do, so just be patient with it and you'll get a nice looking piece at the end. We want to start with our outside strands and then bring them into the center and then cross them over, left over right. And now I want to take my left strand over, I'm going to take it behind here and over itself. So I'm going to take it behind and through, and that's just going to form a half hitch. And I want to do the same with this right hand strand. I'm going to take it over, behind and over itself. And that'll form another half hitch. And now we just want to tighten this up. Just be patient, tighten it up bit by bit. And these first ones, we just need to make sure that we don't close this loop down. So tighten both of those half hitches up. And then once we're done, we want to keep these two strands in the center. So tighten them, and I'm just using my thumbs to press that up towards the top here. So we should end up like this. So for our next set of knots, again we want to cross those center strands left over right. And then I want to tie half hitches on either side again, but this time I want to come in underneath and then take it down through that loop to form the half hitch. And I want to repeat that over this side. So come in underneath first and then down through that gap there. And again we want to just tighten these up. These half hitches I'm tying tight by pulling back and upwards. So take your time, get them nice and tight, and again we want to finish with these longer strands here in the middle. And we want to keep pushing this upwards with our thumbs as we go along. And then we can start our next set of knots, and again we want to cross these two center strands left over right to start off our sequence. And we want to tie half hitches, and this time we're going to tie our half hitches by coming over. So you should be able to recognize by now that our half hitches alternate between going over and under. So we want to repeat that over this side. Take our strand over, behind and through. And then we can tighten these ones up as well. And push those knots to the top. So again, for our next set of knots, we want to cross the center strands over, left over right, and we want to proceed by tying half hitches again. And our previous set went over, so these ones are going to start by coming in underneath and then around and down through. And on the right side we want to do the same thing, underneath and then down through. And then again we can tighten these up. And we want to repeat that process all the way down the bracelet, crossing our center strands left over right, and then alternating the half hitches we do on either side, first going over and then the next set going under and then over and then under as we proceed down the bracelet. Once we get down here to the desired length, I just want to lock this in place finally with a half hitch on either side. So I'll start here on my right, and I just want to make a loop by coming in underneath and then tucking down through that loop just to form a simple half hitch, and I'm going to pull that tight just by pulling that up, and same on the other side. I'm going to make a loop by coming in underneath and then tucking my end down through and then tightening that up. And now we can just cut off these excess pieces and singe them off with a lighter. So I'll go ahead and do that now. My scissors just cut that off. Singe that with a lighter and then just press it in with the edge here, just so it doesn't pull back through the knot. And repeat that over this side, cut that excess piece off, and then we can tie a button down here at the bottom. If you like the popular diamond knot, that's always an option for a button, and if you don't know how to tie this one, I'll leave a link for the tutorial on that one. I am going to tie a simpler button, and I'm going to do that by taking my right hand strand underneath both of those two strands to form a loop, and then I'm going to take my left strand and also form a loop by coming in on top. Then I'll tuck this right strand up through the right loop and the left strand down through the left loop. Then I can just tighten that up by pulling directly outwards, and that is our simple toggle button. And we just need to cut off these excess pieces now, and the bracelet should be done. So here's the finished bracelet, and on this one the front side and the back side are identical. Please share this video because that allows me to keep providing you guys with free tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.